Be me. A handsome and nice guy sits next to me. I think he likes me. He's really shy, but makes an effort to start a conversation. He smiles while telling me something. I make a bored face. He stops smiling and seems pretty sad actually. He turns around. Teacher asks me a question. I make a suicide joke. No one laughs plus awkward silence. Keck. He still sits with me somehow. He smiles with compassion whenever we say hi to each other and says goodbye very kindly for some reason. I think he realized I'm a moron, but doesn't seem to care. Another day. Class is over. Me and friend are going downstairs. We see him. We both make fun of him. He seems uncomfortable but not mad. He smiles looking very nervous. Again, class is over. My friend slaps me, and I yell, "What's wrong with you, asshole?" He was behind me looking at me terrified. Keck. Still nice and sits with me. One day before end of term. Class is over. Me and friend see him downstairs again. He's with friends this time. Friend starts teasing him, and I follow his game. This time he seems upset actually. He tries to look away from me, very uncomfortable and mad. I leave him alone. Last day of term. He's there studying alone. He's real quiet and keeping his head down. He doesn't even make eye contact with me. I think he's finally done. I sit behind him like a degenerate. He's sweating. I finish my test and never look back. That was the last time I saw him. I didn't even ask for his phone number. Now he leaves me on red. I know it's fucked up shit. And I probably deserve everything I'm going through. But I find myself thinking about this all the time, and it's driving me crazy. I didn't even get to know him, but I feel he was a special, and I miss him every day. What the fuck is wrong with me? INB4. I know I'm a faggot, and I've tried to reach him. Be naked in school? Yeah, a few times. Be me. Be in high school's bathroom. Had taught get naked for some reason, lost my clothes, not sure how. Realize I'm going to miss the bus, say fuck it and make a mad dash outside. Already missed it. Girls are coming. I duck into some bushes next to a chain link fence. I see a van pull up. It's Mr. T. He's got a fresh change of clothes for in his van. BTW, it's not the A-Team van, it's the Scooby-Doo van for some reason. He asks me to get in. I oblige, so I climb the fence, junk waving in the wind and land with a thud. Hop in, get changed, and thank him. Don't thank me just yet, foo. We's about to hunt us some Pokemons. Huh. Drive into the nearby neighborhood by a small house. There's an old lady inside who points us towards one of the rooms. It's a Kingler. Instead of using Pokeballs, we seem to have been shooting lasers at it. I could be wrong, but I think it was the proton streams from Ghostbusters. I wake up and realize I am almost late for work. What could it mean, Anons? I need some advice. Originally I asked in B since that's the main board I use and people have been nice and helpful to me before, but I didn't really get any response, so I'll try here. It's 2 in the morning, so I can't bear to edit. If this question breaks rules then I'm sorry Janny. Never been here before. Warning, quite sexual. Long story, but I need help. Like what the fuck do I do, be Roz? As much as I wish this was a meme or shitpost, it's not. Be me. 20, white, straight, hardcore loner but don't want to be type. I have Facebook, but never use it, but have none and use no other social media, that includes 4chan. Been on 4chan like twice when I was 11, once when I was 13, 3 times when I was 18, and been using 4chan a few times every other day or so for the last 2 months. Actually have a pretty big dick. Longest measured is 21.5 centimeters, but I know, and have pictures of me going beyond that. Probably 23 centimeters max. Always big girth though. Still a virgin of course. Couldn't coomer feel good. When fapping before I was 18 for some reason. The day I finally make myself coom I turn into a giant fucking coomer and fap 2 to 4 times a day. Eventually turns to 1 to 3 times. Mostly twice a day. Due to this excessive fapping along with putting on a little weight and back injury from a taxi accident, nigger driver driving up the ass on the car in front, means I usually have a less than average firmness erection of around 17-19 centimeters, but can get it to 23 when I don't fap for a long time and wake up with the rare morning wood or don't fap for a long time and take a Viagra. Hate blacks as is standard of course. Anyway, back to present day. Start using 4chan. Become addicted to SPH and interracial cuckolding out of nowhere after using 4chan for like a month. I hate it. After month 2, present day, I'm becoming more and more accepting of being a cuck. Wish I had a blonde GF who'd fuck a blackie over my head so their fluids fall in my mouth. Be me 12 yo. Messing around with uncle's iPhone3GS. Saw porn for the first time and got hooked. Messing with my pages till it gets swollen and coom for the first time. Started addicted to porn and masturbate. Fantasized about fucking female teachers and classmates. Have a cousin back then was only 7, I was 14. Start acting out my fantasies. Tried but couldn't figure how to penetrate, used butt clit instead. Maybe 4 or 5 times before I stop altogether. Have first GF at 16. Fought the guilt I felt and the urge to confess to her. She always wondered why I was a class clown, but when we were together I was always so quiet. Broke up after almost 12 months, never had a breakup talk or anything. Have few girls took interest in me after that, but was never serious or all dumb me because I was too quiet or lack of salt. Always have that guilt feeling at the back of my skull. Been 6 to 7 years since I even chat to a girl. The fact of the lack of emotions that I have are and that I haven't hang myself. Be me. Have girl over for dinner. She mentions she cancelled going to the restaurant with her girlfriends to come here. She says she has nothing important planned this evening. Lots of eye contact, followed by laughter. Sometimes she resists touching, sometimes not. We meditate after dinner, for real. After meditation, it was clearly over, her eyes still closed, and doesn't move an inch. I wake her up and move closer, she doesn't move an inch. I show her my prayer beads behind her. Sense disappointment in her. Tell to go, because I expected an important call, for real. Am I a faggot? She was a chink BTW. Be me. Lonely teen, can't find love. Decide to commit suicide. Go on R lonely for one last chat. Ends up chatting with Anon who convinces me to not do it. Anon tells me, if I don't want to live for myself, live for others. Decide to save others from having my problems. Decide to be the timeshare wife of Anon and his friends from R lonely. Going to start transitioning and train to be the ideal wife as soon as we find 2 more people. Wish me luck, fellas. Can someone explain how I stop freaking out over little shit when my life's a mess? Be me. 26, longtime NEET, ex-labor worker. Parents convince me to take one college course to get back into the groove of things. Intro to philosophy. Small class, 10 or so people. Cute girl sits next to me. Teacher tells us to get into groups. Now's my chance. She immediately turns around to sit with some guy in the back. I'm left wondering if they actually knew each other beforehand, but it's possible that they didn't. Either way, I'm really upset over the fact that I'm worth a blatant turnaround. Am I that ugly? I know I've been gaining weight lately, but I didn't think I was so bad as to not be approachable. I just fucking hate myself most of the time and it's so hard to get over it. Be me. Have light disability on my hands. Learn to do a few stuff using my feet instead. Now adult. This is the main way I pick stuff from the floor at home. Just grip it and lift it to my hands. BF moved in, finds it disgusting, wants me to stop. Tell him to look away, or SMT, I'm not stopping. Have fight. What? I won't stop doing something that has only ever helped me. Be me. My grandpa is in the hospital. The doctors once told me that he won't live once. Relatives refuse to let him die. I pay for his hospital fee. I paid over $11,000 now. Later learned that those fuckers have taken over his business and didn't help pay the hospital fee. Doesn't even tell me about my grandpa's health or just lie about it. My grandpa health is deteriorating every day and he is miserable on his bed. Based on my observation whenever I visit him. They also stole some of the money that was intended for the hospital fee. How do I deal with this crap? Like I know they would let him die if I stop paying his hospital fee. If I stop, I will indirectly kill my grandpa.